Good morning, students. We have an extra special guest here today. If you live in Dallas, around Dallas, anywhere in Texas, or if you've just been on TikTok in the last year, you probably have seen this guy. He talks about all things fashion, food, where to eat, best restaurants, Botox. Please welcome social media extraordinaire and Housewives fan, Chris Kahle. Did I say your last name correctly?
Said it correctly, Chris.
Yay.
Kahle.
Yay! Yay! Thank you so much for being here, Chris. Sorry for the crazy start. We really appreciate having you.
Yeah, anything Bravo and two Dallas girls that love Bravo, I'm excited and here to support. So I'm excited.
Well, it's crazy because we just found you independently. Suddenly everyone in Dallas was like, have you seen this Chris Kahle? And have you seen that it's all of these restaurants that us people who lived in Dallas forever have never even heard of and are the best restaurants in Dallas. How are you so connected?
How are you connected?
Here's the funniest thing is I literally started TikTok the beginning of this year. This is the funniest thing. I feel like I'm not that connected.
You are.
I had a TikTok for a couple of years, but didn't post consistently at all. And the beginning of this year, so I work from home and I'll, tell you all about my job, whatever you guys want to ask. And so I have the luxury, I have some time in the mornings and just working from home, right? So I just said, I'm going to start posting every day and just see. Then I had this crazy accident with my wrist where I had to get 13 stitches, a drunken thing. It was really bad. And I said, you know what? I'm going to quit drinking for a while. Not that I had a problem, but normally I do sober January anyway.
Yeah.
January. Mm-hmm. And I said, okay, after this accident, it was bad. I'm let me just pause. And from there, I was I'm not doing anything. I'm working from home. I have a lot of free time. And so I started posting 3 times a day, which just
wow,
a lot. But when you're just sober, you're focused. And I was sober for 5 months, the longest I've never gone past 30 days. And so I was just determined. And then that's where it just started to trickle. And then it became this Dallas thing. And really the one that kind of started it all was the Dallas Cheugy video.
Yeah, that's how that was probably the first thing I saw of you. Is this Cheugy? And then I was what's Cheugy? Then I remembered. Are you originally from Dallas?
So I've been here since 2012.
Okay.
So what is that? Bad at math, 12 years. Mm-hmm. Over 12 years. I moved from Miami.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I have always been in the fashion. So I worked for Nordstrom. Nordstrom moved me to Dallas. Did not love it at first. Mm-hmm. So worked at North Park. So just a lot of the fashion, a lot of the Highland Park Village. I also worked at Highland Park Village and worked for a big retail brand and was a regional leader. And
wow.
So I knew the stylist. I knew the customer. I started eating out all the restaurants. I knew a little bit about Park House. And so just being around, there's nothing to do but eat, drink, and shop. And so that's kind of where I pulled a lot of my inspiration from when I kind of started doing Dallas stuff.
That's so interesting that you're in fashion and you're a Housewives fan. Would you say that the fashion on Miami, which is my favorite Housewives fashion, is reflective of actual top tier Miami fashion? And then same with Dallas.
Yeah,
we're excluding Larsa from the conversation.
Yes, Larsa.
They're excluding Larsa.
Here's the deal, though. Larsa, though, okay, do you guys hate Larsa?
The show, I gotta say. Okay.
She's a wonderful mother.
Yeah, I do think there's some funny, she had some, I like anyone, a lot of people don't like Ramona, but Ramona was entertaining. Yes. Kelly Dodd, there's these one-liners and jabs that, I'm oh, she would, when she got to Lisa and was oh, well, I heard you run out your backyard. You've been doing, little below-the-belt things that one season, she kind of was funny, you're sleeping in with everyone in the hospital. So that I just thought she was funny. Are they reflective of the outfits? 100%. In my opinion.
Okay.
All that Cavalli inspired, all the super femme, bright colors. I just love it.
100%. I mean, yes, they play it up a little bit for the cameras, but for the most part, Lisa from Nordstrom. She used to come in and shop shoes before she got everything done. I didn't help.
Oh, wow.
But she was with Lenny. Everyone knew her because they had the big parties on Star Island, and that's how she was like claim to fame. She was married in some really amazing parties with hot girls, but she definitely was going out to the club. She dressed just like that a long time.
Wow.
So you've met Lisa when you were working in Miami?
I met Lisa. I didn't meet Jeff Lewis. So I was at the Polo Bar in New York, and I was having dinner with my husband, and Lisa walks in. She was really tipsy, but I was just like, I'm from Miami. I love it. And she was so nice, so sweet, and she was gorgeous in person. Like, I feel like she did a lot of fillers that one season, and she really
toned it back.
She toned it down in person. She looked beautiful. And then Jeff Lewis was there with the New York housewife. Oh my God, it's going to drive me here. Sia or what's the one on the new season?
Yeah.
We don't.
I know who you're thinking of.
Sai,
you got it. He was with her assistant, and funny enough, a lot of people used to say it looked like Jeff Lewis, like back in the day. Like, why? I'm like, I don't know if that's a compliment, but he was cute, good looking. He had kind of a funny walk, I'm just gonna say, but I didn't say hi to him because he was like, I just didn't want to.
You don't want to bother him.
Bother him. Yeah.
And don't give him that. He would love that.
Oh,
does he do like a McGregor walk? Like, what's his walk like?
The Ewan McGregor. He moonwalks.
Or Conor McGregor. Like
it was like the top was very masculine and the bottom was a little wiggle.
Okay.
I love him. I love him. I think he's hilarious. But like he had a little wiggle to him, and it was funny because he's so tall.
He is so tall. Did you hear his show is coming back on Bravo? He announced it. No one else announced it, but he announced it on his Sirius radio station the other day, or his podcast, that whatever it is he does. Yeah, they're bringing.
Good.
It's going to be kind of, I guess, a reboot of Flip or Flop without, not Flip or Flop, Flipping Out.
Flipping Out.
Yeah.
Without Jenny. But.
Yeah. Well, I heard him and Andy like on his show, Sirius XM, like they kind of go back and forth. He always do. If Andy was going to actually hire, he's always like, "You fired me," blah blah blah. So I'm glad.
I mean, Jeff is also like, he's just always remained in that sort of Bravo world, and he's very close to a lot of the housewives, especially Shannon. And I think like a lot of like he speaks on behalf of Shannon. A lot, which is pretty interesting.
I'm guessing the show. I'm just gonna make a guess right now, a guesstimate that I think the show Flipping Out is going now. Bravo is suddenly more interested in these crossover type shows, when before they didn't like that. I think Flipping Out is going to be more like the Jeff Lewis talk show, but on TV, than it is going to be like actually like what it
him
used
giving
to.
renovations
and torturing assistants and stuff. Like, I think it's mostly going to be he's going to bring out all the gals. Which,
I want Zoila to come back.
I know. Well, wasn't there some drama with Zoila?
Yeah, they had kind of a falling out, but then I think they came back together. But I haven't kept up with like the Jeff Lewis world outside of Shannon in a minute. So I'm interested to see him again.
Yeah. We'll probably bring a lot of housewives on. That'll cross
over. Speaking of housewives, so since you're like in the know here in Dallas, if they did a reboot of Dallas Housewives, who would you want to see on the show that hasn't been on the show?
So I actually did a TikTok on this.
I saw, that's why I brought it up. So I'm really...
And there's so many people that commented on some really good ones too, but it's like, no hate on the original cast. There's some people that I liked, but as I'm sure most of you know, I feel like it's not the real Dallas. Like, there's a lot of money here. There's a lot of power players. There's a lot of people that are CEOs and just like badass women in charge. And so maybe a lot of them don't want to do it. I still think like Rogers. So I added her to the list, even though everyone's like, she'll never do it, because she's really good friends with Kris Jenner, and just kind of seeing the Mary Kay behind the scenes, like that empire. Interesting. She's always on a yacht. She gets styled by everyone. Also in the charity world, but she's really like a jet setter and knows some high profile people.
Does she drive a pink Cadillac? Like Mary
I
Kay?
don't know.
Oh my
I
gosh.
don't
See,
know.
I want to know. I got to see
It
her.
probably does.
I mean,
Yeah.
that would be.
Always
I
a driver.
mean,
Like
Yeah.
yeah.
she probably has a driver. Like these people have jets, and I also thought just Mark Cuban's wife, just because no one really talks about her.
I have
Mhm.
tea on Mark Cuban, and I'll tell you, and then we're gonna cut it because I don't want to get sued. But I don't know what she's up to, but I want to see that sort of wealth. I
Yeah.
like that.
A lot of people. So this is a new one too. I don't know her, but she is super cute, and she's married to this like bull rider. Her name's Kate
Ooh.
Davis. So a lot of people comment on my TikTok saying Kate Davis. She's real. She's super cute. I can see her being a rising star. She's more of an influencer,
Mm-hmm.
but she kind of. I don't know if you have like. I'm also like a very Hills, Laguna Beach person
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
through and through. Do you remember? Olivia from isn't it Olivia from The City with
Oh,
Whitney?
yes.
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
of course.
Oh my God, Olivia Palermo.
Olivia Palermo.
I think
Mhm.
about her Shamu comment like every other week.
It's funny because she seems like she's actually like the sweetest girl on Instagram, and they made her.
How is she not on like
Yeah.
TV right now? It's crazy to me.
But this girl looks very similar to Olivia Palermo. She's really
That's
pretty.
A popular
A lot
face
of
right
people-
now.
That's
Yeah.
a very popular.
Yeah.
Give me the Olivia.
Yeah.
And the Olivia, and I don't know, she's married to this bull rider, so just like seeing Fort Worth, a little bit of that.
Right.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
Patty Smith or Emmett Smith's ex, I don't know if they're still together or not, but I just thought that would be really
The
interesting.
beauty queen lady. So
Yeah.
I met her in high school. I worked at a sandwich shop, Great Outdoors, and she would come in
Oh,
all
that
of
was
the
just so
time.
good.
And she would only get ice cream. And she'd show up with the big entourage, and she'd only get ice cream. And she was like beautiful. And her, she used to be married to Martin Lawrence. Did you know that?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
One of her sons is Martin Lawrence's kid.
Yeah. So
Oh my
like
God.
that, and there's just also Jamie O'Banion added to the list. I don't know if you've heard of her, but she is the CEO and founder of Beauty Bio. But she's always just all over like Instagram and my feed and having fabulous parties. I also believe she's Mormon, so that's also an interesting take.
They're very hot right now in reality TV.
We love a
So her and her
Mormon.
husband went to BYU.
That's
Goes to
very
my
good.
gym. So just to see her take, so those are just a
Mhm.
few. A lot of people,
Mhm.
I don't disagree, but like Erica Badu, a lot of people were talking about.
Okay.
That would be
That-
awesome.
That would be fun.
That would be really fun. I know friends that have styled her and that are personal stylists, so she's got some funny stories too. But
She'd be so entertaining, and she's
Yeah.
like a celebrity. Like she's Dallas's like hometown hero. You know?
Yeah, like, and even if she didn't want to be on, like, show up for all the things, like, make her a friend of. Who cares?
right. So Charlotte Jones, I was talking about the big.
Yes, I was
basketball
thinking
players.
Charlotte
Just-
Jones. Yeah.
Charlotte Jones, just like Dallas to me is also the Cowboys.
The Cowboys. Mhm.
Basketball player. Like everyone thinks of Mark Cuban. So
Right.
to see what that's like too
Yeah.
were some of my thoughts. I know there's a million. Tina Craig, a lot of people said too. She's Asian, she's gorgeous, she has a skincare line, very popular, started as an influencer. She's best friends with Kathy Hilton.
Mm.
Ooh.
So that would be good
possibilities.
too.
Or the fucking chills. When
Yeah.
you
Like Tina Craig, and if you had Nancy Rogers, like and they're friends with, like, there could be some powerful people.
is Bravo listening, we need this man to be casting this show. This sounds amazing.
Well, the rumor, like, there's always rumors around.
There's always
Dallas
rumors
coming
about
back,
Dallas.
but I don't know if it's the old Dallas cast because they're like so thirsty. Like,
So
so I don't know if it's real or not, but I wish they would bring it back. It didn't really get enough of a chance. And as great
I
as
agree.
Leanne Locken is as a TV character, she's not like Dallas-y to me. She's a lunatic, which I love, but like,
I mean, a lot of problematic comments, but the first season I did like her not wanting to go to Plano because she didn't want to see 635, and I was like, this is a girl who
she
Yeah.
gets it.
I know exactly where you live. Yeah.
She was
Live.
really good for TV. She
Mhm.
did make some definitely inappropriate comments and things that got her, I
About
guess.
the roundup.
Well, that was funny.
I know. They're just saying.
That was good. She was good TV. I had seen her before at a lot of events. So one of my best friends, who I won't name, but was married to a Cowboys player. And so also when I was single, not married, I did go to a lot of these events and kind of like met some of the Tony Romos and those people. And Leanne Locken would be at all these events. So she really, in the charity world, like that was really her, and she was over the top, like of attention. So I think she was good, but yeah, she was not like the Dallas socialite and had the money or
yeah, like the opening episode, the premiere should be at the Cattle Barons Ball. Like that should open this season. That makes the most sense. Like
exactly.
We need to see more of the real she of it all.
She. Also, I really liked who's it, Tiffany. What was her name? She was the doctor. Tiffany Moo.
Oh, yeah, Tiffany Moo was great.
I like her. I want her just back on TV doing something. She's great.
She's great. She's good on social media.
She's got money, honey. She's got money, and she's funny on TikTok. I enjoy her.
Yeah.
So back to Miami, Chris. I saw the other day that you posted a story you were using like Leah Black skincare. Okay.
It's actually a funny story. I mean, it won't go. Let's see if we cut it. So, okay. I was on not a yacht. I was on my friend's good boat or a nice boat. And we just went out for a boat day. And he's just funny. He's not on social media or whatever. And I was just told, I was like, oh, I'm kind of growing on like TikTok. This is the time, like I have 26,000 followers. I think at the time I had like 14,000 or something, like just growing. And so he's like, oh, my friend's an influencer, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, no, I'm not. This guy was on the boat is like Leah's right-hand like person. And does everything for her, is running the company. So she's not really running the Instagram accounts or anything like that. And he was like, I think she's supposed to do something with Jeff Lewis in Dallas. I'll try to ping you so you can meet with Leah and Jeff Lewis in Dallas. And I'm like, oh my God, that would be.
Yeah.
Anyways, I don't know if they actually met, but they did do some kind of podcast. I don't know if it was in Dallas. But he was like, I would love to just send you her products, post if you want. Like there was no guarantee. There was no like deal. He's like, I'll just send you the products. And so I actually really like the products. They're CBD products. And I posted and I just like had told him, well, then they reposted it on Instagram, but basically took the video and didn't tag me, ask me either. So I was like,
oh man.
I'm like, hey, at least tag me in the video with you're going to take it, which is technically like you can't.
Yeah. IP.
And so they tagged me and posted and all of that, but that's the Leah. Like, I don't know her, but I know her right-hand person.
But see, this all kind of tracks to me because Michelle is always like, when is Leah coming back to Miami? And I'm like, I feel like with her business, with the way she operates, she kind of doesn't want I'm sure they've come to her and be like, please come back. She doesn't want anyone poking any holes. Like, she doesn't want any stories coming out of the woodwork. So she's like, I'll just stay in my little corner of the internet.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying. Allegedly.
I just want to see her have a party and yell at Larsa and then go away and then come back. I like Leah. Do you think better at CBD products or being a housewife?
Wait, would she be better at CBD or being a housewife?
No, which is better? Which Leah Black do you like better? The one on TV or the one making skin products? Which is she better at?
Better at being a housewife. I think she's better. No shade.
Yeah, no, she's great, and she brought us I feel I would like this on Dallas, especially because if it ever came back, because I love drag queen friend ofs, and Leah Black brought us one of our first drag queen friend ofs, and Dallas has such a great drag scene. So I would love to get Alyssa Edwards in there as a friend of when she's in town, when she's not going on tour.
Yes, that's true. There wasn't enough. Like, I feel like there were some drag queens shown through Leanne Locken because she's very in the LGBTQ community. Like, love that. We did bring a little bit of that, but we do have a big drag.
Yeah.
That was never really shown too much.
Shown, exactly. Yeah.
Right.
Like recurring. Yeah.
Right.
Especially if they have a TV background.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
Exactly. Yeah. But I
So
do want Dallas to come back. All my friends, I was like, oh my God, I'm so embarrassed. And when it launched, like everyone was like, no, we love it. Like everyone outside of Dallas really liked it. And people in Dallas were like, eh.
I guess because like when you live here, you like have an expectation of like what they're gonna show or restaurants they're gonna go to, and then it was just kind of like I don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
actually, I had a friend who worked on the lighting crew for like I think the third season. It was like the pandemic, like the big fight at the pool, and he was like, "We've gone like 4 hours like over, and I'm just hiding. I'm not even adjusting the lighting. I found a place in the house, and I'm hiding because these girls are going nuts."
Oh my God, that's like my dream.
I
Just
know.
to see a house like I am so jealous of all of the people that got to be there for the like quiet woman fight with Kelly Dodd and Shannon Bedore. Like I would just feel like this is the greatest moment of my life.
Okay. Funny story, but I don't know if I don't cut it, but I have someone that I met through social media who you guys should also interview. I don't know if you contacted, but he's very big on TikTok and he only does Bravo scenes. His name's Oliver Sims, but we might be reenacting that exact.
Oh, are you Kelly or Shannon?
I'm gonna be Shannon.
I love it.
Heavy love Shannon.
Mm-hmm. The Shannon has all the good lines.
No, Shannon is we call her. Yeah, we love Shannon.
The Queen of Misery.
She's the Queen of Misery.
I know. I've seen you guys talk about her. I mean, she does, though. I will say, without really Shannon this season.
Oh,
yeah.
What's going on? Tamara's.
Yeah, no, she's fantastic TV. She's just always so good.
Yeah, there's always drama with her. She's great. I mean, listen, Jen's bringing it.
I like Jen.
But like she's got drama.
Yeah, Jen. She's a
I
wreck.
love Jen.
A genuine wreck, and that I love.
Yeah.
I love it. I bet she's never had a credit card in her name, drives a Range Rover, has been evicted from this house, but has like the most amazing extensions. Like, like I love it. And people are like, "Oh, dress is $2,000. You're wearing a Rolex, blah, blah, blah." And she's like, "So what?" And I'm like, I love that energy. Mm-hmm. I don't need to see Gina in her casita or her condo and her like.
We have to get rid of OC Junior. Let's, know, OC Junior. They served their purpose for a while, but now it's time for them to go and just keep everyone who's in the big leagues. You know,
honestly, I this is a controversial take. I would bring back Kelly Dodd, and that's a very But you know what? Her calling Shane a dork that one episode is so funny to me.
That's my husband's favorite scene of all time because he's
so funny.
Really?
But he likes Salt Lake.
Mm-hmm.
He likes Beverly Hills. He doesn't watch it all the time. Like Salt Lake, he'll want to watch, but he loves that scene with Kelly Dodd and that whole drama. Like he plays it for everyone. That is.
You're a fucking dork.
Yeah, she's like, who's that little guy over there? You're such a dork.
You're a little bitch. That's what he's.
Yeah, she's like, and Emily's like, that's my husband.
She's like, what?
Yeah,
What's your husband?
He's like, is this real? Like she can't be acting that, and like, it was just.
It's so good. She's, you know what? She's insane, but.
If she could leave the QAnon off camera,
I would be open. She couldn't talk about her politics and stuff.
Can't do it. She can't do it.
What about Gretchen?
I don't think Gretchen would do TV unless she could be filtered to the heavens, which is like when you look at her Instagram, it's like she has she doesn't have a nose. It's like it scares me.
I mean, I don't even mind that, but her daughter is filtered to the heavens on her Instagram. I'm like, let's.
I don't like. I don't like that. Yeah.
Well, have you seen the daughter of, who I just saw on Instagram? She looks completely different. Is from season 1, Lori's daughter.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, she's gorgeous.
She's gorgeous.
Yeah.
She got some stuff done, but she looks good. She looks completely different.
She's who Andy, even more than Kara Keogh, Gina's daughter. Everyone's like, Kara Keogh would be a great housewife. Andy's like, I think that Lori Peterson's daughter, she would be the best, next generation.
Yeah, not Brianna.
She's not tunes enough now that I would not mind seeing her
She
back.
lives in bumfuck Oklahoma.
Yeah, I don't know, somewhere.
Yeah.
Do you watch any other reality shows besides like The Housewives? Like, what are some of your faves?
I love, if it's Bravo, like I do love Below Deck.
Oh,
Okay.
I
I
love
don't watch that one.
I
Sorry.
do love Below Deck. I fell off a couple seasons.
you good.
I-
Like it's good. You could have skipped the past like 3. Which
Yeah.
one's your franchise?
I love, well, it's hard because it's like for Below Deck, for a while I went back between, do I like Captain Sandy
Yeah.
or Captain Lee? It's like I also love the Traitors, and so from
Yes.
Below Deck, and I'm blanking the name, who's the star of Below Deck who was on the Traitors, which is one of my favorite shows.
Hannah on Traders Australia.
No.
The Chief Stew?
No. The blonde that was with Captain Lee that like really started Below Deck. She's
Kate
super
Chastain. Kate Chastain.
Oh,
Kate.
Kate.
I love
Yeah.
Kate.
So just
Kate
like,
is my favorite.
go to like old classic Below Decks, like she was just ripping into the girls and just funny stuff. And so Traitors I've been really into and watched season 1, season 2. Cannot wait for season 3.
I'm
So,
rock hard. I'm so excited.
like I'm
That's
obsessed.
with Dorinda, so I'll watch that.
Dorinda's gonna be on there.
Sandoval.
Sandoval's gonna be on there.
Scary.
Mhm.
I mean, Vanderpump Rules.
It
watched,
was great, but it's not great anymore.
yeah, I'm not diehard because of that one season, and like I picked it back up religiously and was watching it. Big Brother, I recently got into.
Was the last season good?
I didn't.
Oh.
Like, TikTok's literally taken over, but the last season was really, really, really good. I didn't finish it. Here's my problem with Big Brother that I want to pitch to the producers. If you miss OC Housewives, right, a couple weeks, like you just watch 2 episodes back to back. If you miss Big Brother, you have to watch 6 episodes.
It's too much.
It's a lot to catch.
Really?
I can't, like, I travel for work or there's things that go on. It's like, whatever. And so I can't just stay there 3 times a week to watch these episodes. That's my only thing. I couldn't keep up with it, but I still love the show.
Yeah, it's frustrating, like the survivorification or like bachelorification of Big Brother, because it used to be like, like 10 people or like 12 people. And now it's like they start with like friggin' 22 people.
Oh my
and it's like
God.
80 episodes. And it's
Yep.
like, and some
Do
people
that.
watch the feed still. They watch it all day.
Yeah.
It's
It's like
crazy.
I can't watch like The Bachelor for that. I mean, it's like, why is every episode 3 hours long?
Because it can be, because people will
Yeah.
watch it.
They do. But
They do.
yeah, those are some of my faves. I've watched The Bachelor before. Also, I got into Love Island.
Oh, yeah.
Lauren loves that.
Love Island's really good. And then I started with Omarosa and then New York. What is it called?
Oh,
It's
House
like
of Villains.
House of Villains. Yeah.
It's that. I love House of Villains. Have you finished
I like-
season 1?
2 episodes.
I just started it.
I watched season 1 a couple episodes, but then I was two episodes in on season 2 because when she was talking with Teresa.
Teresa.
The
Yeah.
hairline.
Actually, because of your hairline, I was like, wait, I gotta watch this.
This is so good. Yeah. New York is like, she will always be an important person in my life.
I have every single line of hers memorized.
I love her.
Every single episode of Flavor of Love. Like,
I love her. She's like the blueprint, truly. Like,
It's like
Yes.
never like. Is there anyone else in any form of entertainment where they invented the form of entertainment? Like she invented being the reality TV villain, and she's
She
still
really did.
the GOAT. She's still at the top of her game. She's LeBron. It's crazy, dude. Like
yeah,
she really
Yeah.
did. She really, really did.
top tier.
But I do miss New York Housewives, like the old.
Old school, like Bethany. She's really. I mean, I know she's big on TikTok now, but I miss her spreading her legs to Ramona and saying, "Mention it all." In that same episode, having a breakdown to Luann because she thinks that Tom's not a good guy and doesn't want her to get married to him.
as
I miss the
as a TikTok star, I have to ask you,
Yes.
what is your take on Bethany? Do you think she's just trolling? Like, where she's like, I don't care if people hate me or like me, I want attention? Or do you think she still thinks she's relatable? Like, which one is it?
You know what? All my close friends love her and love.
On TikTok?
Yeah, they make the coffee drinks and everything. Like, I thought the Chanel thing was there's something
Yeah.
that really plays it out for TikTok to get more of a TikTok following. Cause I think now it's like, this is what she's got the other businesses, but I don't really hear about them. Like, I don't know, like she did a podcast, Rewives,
Yeah.
that. And then there's some other side things where you don't really hear about. So I feel like she is kind of capitalizing on TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
Also, it's going to get other products or whatever else she's trying to push out there. But so I feel like some things she's drawn out, but I do feel she gives an honest take on a lot of things that people relate to. So I don't hate it. Like, she was just talking, example, about she was on SNL. You know,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the bucket of fish.
the bucket, like they were making fun of her, which that was a really good SNL. And she was just like, listen, I don't care. I'm going to do me. If they're, making fun of me on SNL, I've made it. You guys are here. Like,
We're talking about her. We're talking about her. I mean, like, her social media presence is
Loud.
But you know what? That's also how, I will say, like, that's how Bethany always has been. Like, even when she was on Housewives, she's like, I'm a know-it-all, and if you want to know it all, like, come to me. Like, she would always just be like that way. Like, do I need to see Bethany Frankel sitting on her hotel floor eating a bucket of crab? Like, not really, but like, it's very memorable, and everyone knows that TikTok.
Yeah.
She looked deranged, but
Yeah.
to me, that's cinema,
Yeah. I don't tune in. I don't go to her TikTok directly and start watching them. If they pop up, I will, or people send them to me.
It will show up for you. Yeah. It just shows up. She's just there
She's FYP.
with her
For sure.
Exactly.
with her fish allergy. Her fish allergy, but she's making tuna sandwiches.
And
We
chicken
have-
salad.
Yeah.
And the chicken salad. I mean, I don't even I don't follow Bethany on TikTok. I guess because I just like watch a lot of housewives and stuff on TikTok. But like every time I would be like, is this the same TikTok she already did? Like, am I watching the same one? And it was like a different TikTok about a different place she got a chicken salad. And I feel like this went on for weeks.
Well, she comes to Dallas a lot.
I saw that she loves Central Market, and like, I don't know, she's here for business, but I don't know what the business is, but she's always staying at like not the Four Seasons.
The mansion.
The mansion, yeah.
Why do you think she was here?
Mansion it all.
Like for
Mansion it
TikTok? Mansion it all.
I love the mansion. I do love it.
Yeah.
I've
it's
never
it's
stayed there.
good. I've never stayed. I've eaten there. But...
I've stayed there.
Oh, wow.
And I'm trying, not trying. I already have like one hotel that's wants to do it, but I do want to do a hotel series too.
Mm-hmm.
People like, because a lot of people ask me, what's the best spot? I mean, I get a lot of questions and crazy recommendations or just things where I'm like, what? And I get a lot of crazy messages. But people want to know about like hotels. Like, I feel like I have a lot of people obviously come to Dallas. There's tons of business here and people are traveling in all the time and they're always like, where do you stay?
Yeah.
Mhm.
And to be honest, a lot of people are like at the Warwick when they come in for work on their corporate card and they don't ask me before, or they're like staying at the Lumen or some other just kind of like not so great spots. And I don't know if we have honestly the best hotels, but I do want to showcase more of the Jewel, the Adolphus, the Mansion, the Swexen, Crescent, the Crescent.
The Crescent. Yeah.
The Thompsons up there too. Like, I want to showcase and show the spas and show the amenities. And because you could do a cute little staycation, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So.
And get those hotels to sponsor it. Seriously.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Now you're thinking like Bethany.
Yeah. And if any hotels would like to sponsor Lauren and I, we will stay at a Holiday Inn.
Oh,
we
yeah.
will stay at a Comfort Suites.
Yeah.
The suites.
I'll stay at a Roadway Inn, baby. I don't care. I love it. I love a hotel.
Lauren, okay, here's the thing, Chris. Lauren acts like she's like from trash. She's from Highland Park.
But
she doesn't like to talk about it.
My
She tells people
grandpa
she
was
was like
the business
poor.
superintendent, and that's how we could afford to live there, is that we didn't have to pay property taxes, okay? I mean, we were upper middle class, but I was treated like an urchin, more based on my behavior than my status.
She graduated with Matt Stafford and Clayton Kershaw.
I did.
Oh, wow.
Same year. Actually, Matt Stafford, little story about
He
him.
was mean to her.
this not mean. Okay, so it was like, oh yeah, he was mean too. That was a different story. So this is a story. This is like maybe this will disgrace him because
don't say.
That's what he was.
Jason, cut this.
When he was 10 years old and we were in 5th grade, there was a kickball tournament. Okay, and so we got all the way to the end because we had Clayton Kershaw and Matthew Stafford on our team, so we were like going to dominate. And then actually we were in a tie with the last, like, on the finals, right? And I was up to bat, and they said, Lauren, switch places with Matthew Stafford. And I said, okay, and then we won. So he's a cheater, you guys. That's all I'm saying.
Well, back in the day.
Yep.
Yeah, back in the day. But yeah, Lauren is not from Trash. She is actually from Highland Park.
Well, you could have if I would have known you, you could have given me a lot of tips or either like more inside scoop on your rich mom in Highland Park.
I mean, my parents, they're rich now. I can give you tips about them now.
Well, so many people want me to do your rich mom in like Frisco or and
I'm sorry, I can't with Frisco. Why does it all look the same? The whole city is like exactly the same shopping center.
That's the
I
thing
don't
with
understand
verbs.
what's happening here.
Yeah.
No, but
Any Frisconians who are listening who are deeply hurt.
like and subscribe, Frisco.
Okay, well, thank you so much for joining us. We've already kept you over. You've given us so much great information, and we're definitely going to release some TikToks of these, of some of these combos and tag you if that's okay. And then where can our listeners / viewers find you on TikTok, Chris?
At Chris James Kahle, and the same handle on Instagram.
Okay, so we also end every episode with something called an oral exam. It's just like a 1-minute essay, which is just like a rant or whatever on a pop culture topic of your choice. Would you like to join us and do one? No pressure though.
No pressure. And Lauren and I will go if you want to watch, and then you can make the decision if you.
Sure. Yeah, go and I'll partake. I'll do it.
Okay. So this is Michelle Baber's oral exam. Her time starts now.
In this essay, I will prove, I'm sorry, Texas Montauk, but you are so not about to happen. Lauren, Chris, I don't know if you know this, but there's these girls in Texas trying to start a mom talk, and the ringleader was on season 15 in Big Brother. Her name is Erin Williams, and she was very controversial because big fat racist. And she has started 2 mom talk groups, one in South Texas, which isn't really in South Texas. It's in like Austin, San Antonio, and then also one in Dallas. But also one of the girls on the Dallas TikTok lives in Houston, another one lives in Oklahoma, so it doesn't make any sense. And she also made them all sign NDAs. And she also is on TikTok saying, to all the haters that are mad at me, you're just making me blow up. And it's like, they're not hating on you. They're just showing clips of when you were on Big Brother being racist. So I'm sorry that if you want to do a mom talk in Texas, don't do it with a racist person. And there's more than just white people in Texas. And time.
Yes, very well done. Her original name was Erin Grease, and I just watched the season. I watched a lot of reality TV. She's the most racist person and least apologetic I've ever. She hit every ethnic group, man. She hit every slur.
Gay people, like, it was insane. And then she also, like, when she tried apologizing, she's like, I didn't know it was wrong, and I'm just from Texas. And it's like, it's not.
She's from San Marcos, the most liberal place in Texas. Like, whatever, dude.
And I'm sorry, the extensions, they're a no.
Yeah. And also, it's like, I'm kind of happy she's doing it because, like, when I found out that now she's like an MLM millionaire mommy influencer and no one remembers her because she changed her last name when she got married, I was like, damn, this sucks. But now, guess what? You decided to, like, go too far, and now everyone's coming for your racist ass. So I'm happy that she's getting her comeuppance finally.
And Jason, don't cut this.
Do not cut that.
She can try to sue me with her MLM money.
Yeah. She can.
That was good.
Okay, so this is my oral exam, and my time starts now. Okay, in this essay, I will prove that even though I did go to Highland Park, Michelle Baber is always giving me shit for it, even though I explain the situation that I was just upper middle class, and that my grandpa was business superintendent. We lived on the same land with proper, and then so we didn't have property taxes. And in fact, Michelle was wealthy enough growing up. She went to synchronized swimming classes. She had a pool in her backyard. Synchronized swimming groups. Like, she went to clubs. She toured around. That's not cheap. Okay, synchronized swimming. How do you even get into that? It's like getting into dressage. Okay, that is a rich person's sport. So I'm tired of the attitude. I'm tired of the erasure. We grew up equally upper middle class, okay, and so I don't want to hear any more of it from you.
Okay, that wasn't even pop culture related. You were just attacking me. I went to Pierce. I grew up in Richardson.
Yeah, but Pierce is still like bougie.
I mean, not the part where I went.
Do they have to be
No, they just haven't.
No. Lauren just is yelling at me. You're rich, Lauren.
I don't know if it's going to be a minute, but this essay goes out to Tamra Judge. You claiming to be autistic is honestly, like, I know you're getting a lot of backlash, but it was the last failed attempt, in my opinion, to cover up how you've been acting during the season. And the fact that it's your first appointment and you're diagnosed that, come on, it makes no sense. And also, let's be real, the storyline is not really going anywhere. So your storyline is kind of attacking people in the jugular to get those ratings and shock value. And you're trying to save your spot. And it does sadden me because in the beginning, Tamra, really love you. A lot of great moments. When you threw the wine on Gina. I mean, there's some iconic moments, the Tres Amigas. But let's regroup, figure it out, because this is not the storyline and you're just going backwards. And cover up some of the arms, like the things are like the plastic surgery. Like, it's just a little bit too much, Tamra. So let's tighten it up.
So well said. This is something that we're saying. It's like this. It seems like she's lost her touch. Mm-hmm. Like the autism thing is so wild, so especially because it's like a therapist can't diagnose you, and it was her therapist. It was a woman she'd known for 10 years, and then went to like a friend, and then went to therapy.
Yeah.
So I just want her to live in 2024, you know, and like stop trying to live in the past, and like
yeah, it is hard because I really do miss.
She was a goat.
She was the best, you know, like she used to be so good, and it's just like it's so hard to see how far she's fallen.
I
know.
You know, it's like when you thought like it couldn't get worse for Tamara just being friends with Teddy, it got worse.
It got worse. Yeah. You like Teddy?
No.
Nobody likes Teddy.
Like, what? No. We found someone.
John Mellencamp doesn't like Teddy.
True. Yeah.
Ooh.
Meg Ryan, his ex-wife, America's sweetheart herself, doesn't like Teddy. Wouldn't go on.
I think that they like Teddy. I think Teddy's a nice person. She's just not great TV.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
But
I'm sure she's sweet.
Yeah, I think that she's sweet.
She's sweet, and what she's doing, teaching women anorexia, is so important. I would never cut that about her. No,
we can't say that. No, we're cutting that. We're cutting that. We can't say that.
Okay, thank you so much, Chris, for joining us.
It's so fun. Thank you so much for doing this.
Yes, hopefully I'll see you guys out. We'll have some wine or something.
Yes, tell us where to. Yeah, tell us. We don't know. We'll go to Highland Park somewhere and.
Yes.
Park Village.
Yes, we'll go to Honor Bar.
Oh, I love it.
Let's do it. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.